traveled all over the country. He's super pumped to be here, guys. Give it up for Fritz Nothnagel.
Keep it going for Brady, everybody. That was Brady right there, kicking it off. Hi, how are you? Great, glad to hear it. It's going to be a lot of fun for you guys. I'm really good at this. You're going to love it. Left town the other night. Took my wife and kids out to dinner. It's always a big thing before I leave town. We go out to dinner. My wife was very excited. The restaurant we were at, they had a little ad on the table. She pointed to it. She was like, "Look, honey, kids eat free. Kids eat free. Isn't that great? Like, kids eat free every meal." I don't know what you're talking about. Have you ever seen them reach their wallet when the bill comes? No. You know what I mean? They're freeloaders. They're 4 and 6. They could pitch in a little bit. You know what I mean? Like, I don't get it. I'm married. It's going great. I think because it's my second marriage, I think that's why it's going so well. I learned a lot when I was married the first time. I think my biggest lesson was to just shut up. You know, like that's a really valuable lesson to learn. Because when I was married the first time and we would argue, I would argue right back, you know, because I wanted to be right. Right? Now, I just want to go to bed. I don't care what we're arguing about ever. I'll agree to anything. If I can go to sleep, oh man. Like, sure, I'll wear a dress. Can I go to bed in the dress? I don't care. It's more of a nightgown at that point, really. Probably comfortable. I love sleeping. I always have. I think it's been underappreciated. You know, even when I was a kid, it was underappreciated. My dad would come to my room on the weekends, like, "You gonna sleep the whole day away?" I'm like, "I keep trying." You know what I mean? You keep coming in here. That's not helping. Maybe stop cutting the grass before noon. Stuff like that would help, Dad, you know? Right now, you're not helping. You guys don't seem to like sleep as much as I do. Let's see if I can convince you, though. Think about this. If sleep wasn't as great as I thought it was, every time your alarm went off, you would jump out of bed. Like, thank God that's over. You know what I mean? But nobody ever does, you know? You're like, 9 more minutes. That's what I need. 9 more minutes will fix my life. That last 8 hours didn't do the trick. These next 9 minutes are going to be magic. And where'd they come up with that number, too? 9 minutes? Such a random, weird number. I want to meet the guy who said, like, yeah, 9 minutes. We're going to do that for every alarm clock. And just punch him in the face for 9 minutes. That's what I want to do to that guy. Such a stupid number. I think this is the best evidence I can give you how great sleep is. I know that everybody at some point in your life in this room has thought, "God, I wish I was asleep right now." I know that everybody's thought that, but I also know that nobody has ever thought to themselves while they were asleep, "God, I wish I was awake right now. I really wish I was awake with my mortgage and stress. That would be so much better. This dream where I'm a rock star with a huge wiener. This sucks. Can't wait to wake up from this. All around all this meat really hurts my back. You know what I mean? I gotta wake up from this." And so as I was saying, I'm married. It's going wonderful. I met my wife online. I figured, where else can you be that honest and just see what happens? They don't edit your ad. You can put whatever you want on the internet. And I was able to get what I wanted because I was able to ask for what I wanted, you know? Said, "I'm looking for a girl. Let's take nice long walks, especially after sex, because I'm tired and I don't want to drive you home." You know? He said, "You like walking. Here's your chance to prove it." You know what I mean? Here's your shot. You can prove it. My wife is wonderful. Great. I fell in love with her on our first date. I met her. I was like, "Oh my God, you have big boobs and a job. This is gonna work out." You know, this is really gonna go places. We have a family now. I love being a dad, and they're not here to say I'm bad at it, so I'm gonna say I'm a really good dad. I'll go with that. I've been told I'm a strict dad. I don't know if that's true. I make rules, but I also try to mix in a lesson with the rules when I can. Like the situation in my house, I have to do the laundry for everybody, okay? I don't love doing laundry, but it's my gig, so I do it, okay? And I told my daughter, so I'm like, guess what? Because I have to do all the laundry, the rule here is You don't get a new towel every day. That's a rule, all right? But here's your lesson. Dry your face with the middle. Yeah. You're welcome. A lot of people are writing it down. They're like, that is good advice. I like that. Silly. My girls are great. Do have 2 girls. I was never that guy that was obsessed with having a boy. I just wanted 2 kids and a vasectomy. That was my dream. You know what I mean? Dreams come true. I had a buddy who's completely obsessed with having a boy, and I was happy for him that his first one was a boy, until he pulled this line on me. He's like, hey, I'm so happy I had a boy, because now I can pass on the family name. Oh, really? You thought Jones was going away without you? That's what you thought was going to happen? Yeah. You saved the Joneses. You're a real hero. Do love my girls. Love them unconditionally. I think the only people you can actually love unconditionally are your children. And I was explaining that to my wife. And she wasn't loving the argument, but I believe it wholeheartedly, so I wasn't going to back down, you know. I told her, I'm like, sweetie, you have to understand, there's nothing our girls could do to make me stop loving them. There's nothing, okay? I'm like, there's some stuff you could do to make me forget I ever liked you. You know what I mean? Like, it's a fact. Like, even if they're crazy conditions, if there's a condition, it's no longer unconditional. That's how that word works. You know what I mean? I'm like, I'll give you an example. You know, if I came home one night and you were burying bodies in our crawl space, guess what? I wouldn't love you anymore. That's how that would work. I promise you. But the other side of the coin is, if I came home and the girls were burying bodies, I would be like, you know what? We better get all these buried before your mom wakes up. 'Cause you're not supposed to have friends in the house. You knew that. And, she's going to be really mad. Probably should have stopped there, but I didn't. Push it a little further. I said, you know what, sweetie? I can come home one night and they were burying you, and I would still love them. You know what I mean? That's a fact. It's just a fact. You're like, she didn't cut the crust off your sandwich, didn't she? Yeah, she knew. She had it coming. She knew how you liked your sandwich, Tegan. She knew. Daughters are great. They're fun. I have my oldest, her name is Tegan, okay? So I wanted to introduce her to a woman I knew whose name is Tegan as well. So I was very excited about it. I was like, hey, honey, I want you to meet this lady. She's got the coolest name in the world. She's like, her name is Chewbacca? I'm like, no, it's not. It's Tegan. You're a dumb kid. Let her watch Star Wars once, and that's what I get. Okay. Took my kids to the zoo not too long ago, and this is the weirdest encounter I've ever had at the zoo. But I go to the bathroom, okay, and a drunk guy is in the bathroom at the zoo. All right, so that's who I'm dealing with. You get drunk at the zoo, all right? And I wish I was making all this up. Literally a drunk guy at the zoo, and then he ran into the baby changing station trying to leave, you know. And then he's like looking at me mad, you know, like I put it there or something. Like, hey, what's going on? He's like, why is there even a baby changing station in the men's room? I'm like, I don't know if you know this, but men have kids too, sir. I'm not sure if you figured that out, but we're part of the process. And if you would ever get custody of yours, you would know that. Instead, you're drunk at the zoo, so I don't know why I'm trying to have a conversation with you. It was great while we were there. My youngest daughter, she looks at me, she's like, you know what, Daddy? I really wish that I could talk to the animals. That would be a cool power to have. Like, you can. Like, start by telling that bear to wake up. You know what I mean? Like, that would be a good thing. They're not going to talk back. Sure, you want to hear the animals. You don't want to talk to them. Everybody talks to them. It's not that special of a power. Thank you. FaceTime with my kids quite a bit while I'm on the road because they're young and I miss them. And it's great talking to my oldest because she'll just sit still and tell me about the day, you know, on FaceTime. My youngest is a lunatic, all right? And she runs around the house with the phone, all right? She's like, you want to see my room? Yeah, why wouldn't I want to be shaking like Cloverfield all over this house? That would be the best. Yeah, I would love this to turn into a Blair Witch phone call. That would be wonderful if you could just run around like a lunatic. That would be wonderful, Eleanor. Thank you. Thank you for that. Daddy's going to puke now. So I'm going to hang up.